Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I want to offer you a report with the next name, Algorithm Trading on the basis of net strategies according to the risks. Let's see the market from the other side, from the side of physics and mathematics, exactly what is between electronics. It can be strange on the first view, but I'll try to tell you that our way can exist. Shortly about myself. I work in the Academy of Science, and the Academy of Science was the military complex, and we made tests. Firstly, the systems of automatic projecting, and the next, the system of automatic testing. And there was the whole range of knowledge in the field of physics and mathematics, and I've never seen there any information about the Fibor numbers, but we knew they exist, but where we didn't know. But I never knew that we can use Fibor numbers anywhere. Well, I entered the school in the mid-1960s, and it was the School of Physics and Mathematics. So we learned about the nuclear bomb, more than 60 megaton, and the methods of the delivery. Then KPI and the Academy of Science, Sector of Electronics and Modeling, from the Institute of Cybernetics, at the department, and the protection of the dissertation. On the basis of dynamics and statistics modeling. The device is very interesting, and its decision looks like tests were made, and tests also were made. So then we'll return to it after we will deteriorate the market, as I see it. After the end of the financing, we worked in Moscow, and we found the numbers and constructions, statistics information. And after the end of the financing, we considered ourselves to be valuable workers, and we worked in securities and bookkeeping. After receiving the knowledge or education of bookkeeping, I worked in online trading securities. I looked after the pockets of traders, and I had more than 5 traders who were trading on Ukrainian and Russian market, and Forex didn't work that time. First, my opinion was contradiction, though there are people who wanted to do a lot, but they couldn't do anything because they won and lost at the same time. And my friend was the head of the company, so he wanted more stable results. Guys tried, but sometimes they won, sometimes they lost, and sometimes they even lost the results of their trading. And it looked like they use some kind of algorithm such as Fibor, average, but sometimes they do not work. And it seems like it's not very serious according to their aim we wanted to do. And I watched this occasion, and I tried to solve this problem, to find the exponent, and to solve this problem with the help of simple average statistics is not a very good idea, because the loss of the effectiveness of the algorithm. Complication of the algorithm cannot be more complicated. And I try to see what is written by serious organizations learning this market. And I learned a lot of literacy. It was the same, as we hear everything about their average levels, and all of this is not very professional. It wasn't determined. And I found out the book of Roger Gibson, The Foreman of Investment Pocket. It looked like very interesting, and I found interesting phrase. I'll try to read it to you, one moment. Roger Gibson worked for 49 years as a consultant of economics in different countries.
Вот его ключевая фраза. В управлении инвестициями реальный путь достижения высоких результатов видится не.
The main what you need to do is to develop the long-term policy which learn the fundamental market. And what is the fundamental factor of the market? Well, it is the development of price, the possibility of 80%. It was correct. And try to imagine that every plane on 80% tries to fail. For example, each 5 airplane crashes. So you need to know 4 nights after the coma that was the possibility. And I had the other specialities from aircraft defense. So the risk must be 4 figures after the coma. That was the main risk. So that is a fundamental factor. Try to see the movie Wolf from Wall Street, and that was what I liked is the leading of the fund. Her name was Sandra, and her father was from Iran and mother was German, and she said, in order to develop in other dimensions, I tried to develop physics. It was very interesting, and we learned a lot, and the last time I didn't learn this, more mathematics, but physics I learned a lot. Quantum mechanics, nuclear physics, and technique, like mathematics. What does develop quantum physics in this sense? Well, if we learn the Mendeleev table, these are orbitals, cross orbitals, which are round, and if you see the table of Mendeleev, so you will see from up to down and from left to right, electrons on the orbits. And you cannot determine the relative position of electron on the orbit, for example, on 50% determination. We can suppose that the whole market goes from trend, but from one zone to other zone. Zones theory of materials, from the left metals, and in the middle semiconductor, and insulators on the right. So in principle it seems we can offer the market as the moving from one zone to other zone, and the trend is just the step. And we just try to see how the future moves according to the step, but we need to see the whole market. If you see the coming from one zone to another zone, that is the moving, but you should see the movement, but not the step. The market becomes more and more fun because using the robot, it comes from one zone to another zone. The idea becomes more actual. Roger Gibson writes, They go out, moving out from the normal situation, and there is no good reason to say why it happens. So why should we see the possibility, for example, 80% if it goes or it doesn't go? But we can cover the market by zones, and I ask the traders, and we consider this, and the direction is 80%. So the activity is just 80%. And these are the steps, but we need to see the moving from the zone that will be more correct. So there are no series of market moving to increase these 80%. So it's like coin throwing.
Таким же успехом можно кидать монетку.